we're going to dive into Kalamax now, and we're going to do it a little bit more quickly than the last one.
We're just so excited about these commander packs. Okay, so we've got Kalamax's Stormsire. Sorry for that glare, but we'll take this out of the box and it will be a little bit more clear.
We also usually have an editor that is cutting out all of the fluff. As you can tell, we like to include fluff when we record.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time talking about stuff, so forgive us for that. But yes, the Kalamax deck, there is also...
Rip it right there.
Oh, like right here?
Yeah, if you don't care about it.
There is a Kalamax upgrade guide that Landon did on our YouTube channel as well. There is one for each of the commander decks, the face commanders at the very least. So here we have Kalamax. Take out this.
Yeah. I'll get you started on
very careful with this.
Yeah, those are in there tight.
Yeah, I don't love that.
Again, we've got the I was gonna say spin down, but just the spinny little life wheel thing.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
All right, let's jump into it.
Kalamax's art is so sweet.
Kalamax is probably the most exciting face commander for me. Kalamax is super cool.
I have a goal to build a deck out of just oversized cards one day.
Okay, so we'll go through this pretty quickly. So here we have Kalamax. The foiling looks really good. I'm very happy about it. So this deck is all about casting instants and sorceries because Kalamax can let you copy them if he is tapped, which is super cool. The next face commander is going to be Xyrus the Writhing Storm. He is Snake Leviathan. Whenever an opponent draws a card except the first one that they draw on each of their turn or draw steps, create a 1/1 green snake creature token, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. So a super cool draw cards, make tokens deck. We haven't made one for this yet, but super cool art on there.
I thought we did, or maybe it's just.
I don't think we have yet.
Okay.
I think it's in the plan. I'm not sure.
There's so many new cards.
There's so many
this
cards.
coming out at the same time as the standard set.
So here is Halden Paco, which is just to quickly go through it. Every commander deck has a partner duo instead of the third legendary creature. So here we have Halden and Paco. Not my favorite ones. We go through it in the legendary creature review. These ones are just really hard to get to going because you need both of them. They don't do anything on their own. You need both of them on the battlefield in order for you to get that strategy of casting non-creature spells with fetch counters on them.
Also note that with these partners, it's not that they can just partner with any other partner. They have to partner with each other. So it's not like what was that, Commander 2017 with the 4-color decks, I think, where they could, where you could mix and match the partners. These guys have to be partnered together.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go quickly show you guys the mana base.
There should be a little bit more. I'm gonna sneak under you there.
So yeah, we've got the tap lands, we've got regular lands, we've got a command tower in the front. Always happy to see more command towers. Then we've got Cinderglade, which is the mountain forest that comes in untapped if you control 2 or more basic lands. And then Exotic Orchard in every deck. That's awesome. Then we got the Maya Coast.
Oh, hey, they actually included a really good card right here. That'll be really mean against the Cathril deck.
Sacrifice the desert, exile all cards from all graveyards. That's really good.
Nice.
That hoses so many of our decks in our playgroup.
Yeah, that's mean against the Trimi too, actually. Nice.
Let's go ahead and go through it. Again, if I'm going to make this quicker, I'm going to stop and talk about a couple of cards, but other than that, I'm just going to show you the art and I'll put it down. So we've got Decoy Gambit. That's a very exciting card. Eon Frolicker, which this one allows you to give your opponent an extra turn, but you gain protection. You and planeswalkers you control gain protection from that player.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. I actually really like that a lot. Got the Nescent Metamorph.
That swings and then turns into something randomly from the top of your opponent's deck. This deck is weird.
This deck is so fun. All right, so here is Deflecting Swat. This is the red version of the Lieutenant cycle is what we like to call them. This one, you can cast it without paying its mana cost if you control your commander, and it's 2 and a red for an instant. You may choose a new target for target spell or ability.
Nice.
That is so good if you can do it without paying its mana cost, especially if you have it when Kalamax is tapped and you can copy this twice for nothing. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. I love these cards so much.
That is wonderful.
Pick these up like as soon as you can. These will jump up in price.
Hopefully they'll go down at first, and then they will definitely go up.
Get them sooner than later is maybe what I should say. We've got Lava Brink Floodgates, which we talked about this a little bit. This is a red artifact ramp.
Interesting.
That can also wipe the board. It's very interesting, very flavorful. We've got Curious Herd. Glade Muse, which is interesting. It's a 2/4 beast. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, that player draws a card. So again, another thing that's kind of like the Tidal Barracuda that gives everybody a benefit.
Nice.
The Ravenous Gigantotherium?
Don't even try to say that.
Twinning Staff, which is really interesting. Twinning Staff is an artifact that if you would copy a spell one or more times, instead copy it that many times plus an additional time, you may choose new targets for the additional copy. So if you're already copying spells and you have this, you can copy it another time. And it also, for 7 and tap it, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for that copy. That is probably the most expensive cost to copy something.
I don't think I will ever be paying 7 and tapping that to do anything with it. But it goes great with your commander already.
Yeah, it's amazing, Kalamax. Here is the Planeswalker in this deck, one of my favorite Planeswalkers. It's
Nice.
Jace. Jace and Liliana belong together. I just want to say that on stream. Lunar Mystic. Lunar Mystic. Again, the art on some of these cards is just really good, and I'm very happy with the way that the art has gone up in the past couple years.
That one's from Avacyn, though.
Is that the same art?
Ago. I think so.
Super
I might
pretty.
be wrong. Chat, you can yell at me if I'm
Oh, yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, no, it is. Tameo is the flavor text.
Nice.
Niblis of the Frost.
That card is going to be surprisingly good in this deck, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tapping things down. Swarm Intelligence. Talran Sky Summoner, already a very great commander on its own. Chaos Warp, which always happy to see Chaos Warp.
Great removal.
Charmbreaker Devils.
Comet Storm.
Okay, so just real quick with Comet Storm, the way that you can win with Kalamax, and that's why they included a Comet Storm, is that. Let it stop shaking for a second.
I bumped the camera. The one
Dang
thing
it.
I was told
Dang it,
not
Caleb.
to do.
He broke the rules.
Okay, sorry.
You're out. Sorry, buddy. Just kidding. So with Comet Storm, if you are spending most of the game just ramping up and casting instants and getting copies, at the end of the game when you really need to finish it off, your opponents are at a low life total, dumping 10 mana into Comet Storm and copying it twice, that's really, really good, and that is a win condition in this deck. So there are more cards like this that are not in this deck that I would recommend putting in. But yeah, if you wanted to check out, again, Landon has a deck upgrade guide for Kalamax that you should definitely check out. All right, we've got Commune with Lava,
That looks really fun.
Dualcaster Mage.
Classic.
Love Dualcaster Mage. Atali Primal Storm.
Ooh, that's
That's
saucy.
one big dinosaur. Love
I
Atali.
love Atali.
Goblin Dark Dwellers. Starstorm, which is an X spell, but it does it to each creature instead of players. Strength of Tijuru. Artifact Mutation.
It's nice.
Jin Illuminatus.
Illuminatius?
Illuminatus. Melik Is It Paragon. There's actually a lot of legendary creatures in this deck that I just noticed. Prophetic Bolt. It is an instant.
That's a pretty good one to copy.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, Rashmi.
Rashmi.
Really good.
Wait, what'd you say? Did you say Rashmi?
I said Rashmi.
Okay. It's Rashmi. Fight me. Just kidding. Wart the Ray Mother. This is a long time since I've seen this, but this is actually one of the decks that I've wanted to build on its own, but I haven't done yet.
Is crazy good with Kalamax.
Yeah, she is. Conspire is a very underrated mechanic. A Solemn Simulacrum, which I am so happy to see this in at least one of the decks.
Sad
This-
Robot is a solid reprint.
A solid reprint. This is getting up there as well. So we've got the Bonder's Ornament, your Commander's Signet, or I'm sorry, Arcane Signet. And I said that because this is Commander's Sphere. I was looking at this when I said it. Lightning Greaves.
Ooh, another solid reprint.
Solid reprints. This is like Commander goodies right here.
Yep.
Soul Ring. We've got Clash of Titans.
I'm excited to play that this weekend.
Yeah, this is going to be so fun. Channeled Force. Primal Empathy. Psychic Impetus. Shiny Impetus. And predatory impetus. So again, these are the impetus cards. If you like them, put them in your decks. If you don't like playing these, then these are just good ones to take out.
I like that shiny will give you treasures when they attack. That
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Yeah, I would prefer the Curse of Opulence. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, you're definitely right.
Or not Channelers Insight, Chemisters Insight.
Frantic
Search.
That's a good card.
Which is really good. If you can copy this, you draw 4, discard 4, untap 6 lands. Sounds pretty good. Murmuring Mystic.
Ooh, Murmuring Mystic's
Whiplash Trap. Surreal Memoir. Crop Rotation, which is one of the only instant mana ramp cards. So if you have Kalamax tapped, you can actually use this to double it and get 2 lands, which is really cool.
And you only have to sacrifice 1 land when
Yep.
you do that because
it's
it's
an
part
additional
of the
cost. Yep. So you sacrifice 1 land and you'll get 2 lands.
Do not sacrifice 2 lands.
No.
You get 2 though.
Got a Evolution Charm. Horror, which is another one like that. This is one of the other ones that is an instant that you only have to sacrifice 1 land, and you'll actually get 4 off of this one with Kalamax tapped. Hunter's Insight.
Love that art.
Hunting Pack. Natural Connection. Oh, actually, this one is also an instant. I was actually looking at Kalamax and figuring out more cards to put in that are instants that mana ramp you, and I actually didn't know about this one, so that's awesome. They have this in here. Let me go ahead and...
Jeez. While he's fixing that, I just wanted to note that there are a lot more tokens in this deck, and they are looking awesome.
They're pretty cool.
We still don't have a black 1/1 snake token for Ophiomancer. Come on, WotC.
Come on, WotC. Slice and Twain. Tribute to the Wild. Wilderness Reclamation, which is a very scary card. Crackling Drake, also a very scary card.
Ooh.
Growth Spiral, which is part 1 of my favorite art.
He cheated.
This is so... I just love this art so much. And then Teamer Charm. Super excited for the Kalamax deck. Landon's going to be playing it on our Duels of the Peak episode, which is, just real quick, it's going to be our Duel of the Peak is our gameplay series where we do games with the same 4 people, but we have points that are awarded for more than just winning. We have like challenges and interesting plays that we award points for. So it's a really interesting way to mix up Commander. If you guys want to check it out, go to our YouTube channel. We have 3 episodes up right now. And then this, the Commander 20 is going to be our 4th episode. So look forward to that.
Super exciting.
Cool.